to address something about body shaming, but I would like to turn it into something positive and call it body positivity because it's so important today. As a child and as an adult, I face this all the time. As a child, I faced it all the time. As an adult, I face it even now. And I have overcome this by accepting myself. So, when I say body shaming or body positivity, what do you understand? Audience? Anyone? Do you understand body shaming or? It happens all the time. It happens in offices, in schools, in colleges. It happens in your building, in your families. No one? Okay. So, body shaming is about how the person looks. And this is very common. We all know that. A person's tall, fat, thin, color. We almost comment about this every single day. We hear it from our family, we hear it from our relatives, our friends, wherever we go. It's very difficult. And I'm going to talk about how we can, change this. And change starts when you're young, not when you grow as an adult. When you start young, you have a better place to live in. So, why I'm going to talk about this is it's a very sensitive topic, and I'm sensitive to a lot of kids as well. When you constantly tell someone how they look or how they appear, they may not openly talk about it to you, but they suffer. I suffered as a kid as well. I was always this chubby kid. People found me very cute, but at the same time, every time you're reminded about how you look, it affects you. It affects you because you're not included in a lot of things. I was not included in a lot of things. A lot of thin people would not include me in their circle because it was different. I was chubby. I was told that I eat so much. Maybe I wasn't eating so much. It's just a perception. Because you're chubby, you're fat, you eat too much. We have to stop doing that. We have to start young. We have to teach our children to be sensitive towards another kid and to not use certain words or certain phrases which will affect the other kid. It has to start very, very young. I have...
Sanjay, just 1 second. Guys, can you just settle down? I think there's some etiquettes when you guys enter an auditorium. And I think these are very basics. It's this sad. There are etiquettes. Absolutely. Walk in the auditorium, you're doing this. You must respect the other people who are sitting there and the people who are performing on stage. Thank you very much. Just take your seat. Go on, Sandhya.
Okay, so what I do and what I plan to do, I have a couple of my friends and we plan to start an initiative where we talk to people, we address this issue because today's society is, or it always has been, but it's even more competitive. It has become very judgmental about the way you look and appear, and there's a lot of peer pressure. What you must understand is you have to ensure or even tell your kids to be comfortable with who they are. The moment you accept yourself, there's self-acceptance, you will be accepted by everyone else. The moment you get into this competition of pleasing somebody, you're not going to get anywhere. But that acceptance came at the age of 35, 36 to me. I wish I was okay about this when I was in class 10, class 11, or when I went to college. I would hide myself. I wouldn't come out in the open and talk about it because I was afraid that I will be judged about the way I look. Over the years, I did a lot of diet plans, I exercised, I did everything. I would not go to zero size. I would lose weight. The moment I would stop that, I would start gaining weight. So what do? Is it something to do with my body metabolism? Maybe there are so many factors. It's not just about, but I am a fit individual. I'm able to do a lot of other things that other people do. I participate in sports. My colleague, she was my ex-colleague Sushma, she knows I participate in sports and all kinds of activities. So does that stop me from doing it? No, I still can do all of that. What I need to keep in mind is I need to accept myself. The moment you accept yourself, you love yourself, you will be accepted by everyone around you. And this is what we need to teach our kids at a very young age. And also to sensitize them, to tell them it is not okay. Every time you see them doing this to some other kid, it is not okay to tease somebody about the way they look, however they are. Because you don't know what the other child is going through, what their fear is. And not everybody is open about it to come and talk to their parents. Another appeal is, back then when we were growing up, parents were just parents. We had a mother figure, we had a father figure, we would go to. But today's parents are more like friends. They discuss things, they discuss topics, they go out together, there's so much happening. be friends, because you would want your child to come up and open about things that you don't know about, so that you can address those issues very early, so that they're not lost individuals or adults when they grow up and have mental issues. It's a very important thing. I've had my phases. I've gone through depression at some point. I wouldn't say mental issues, but it is difficult. I will just give you one more example. When you're plus size, you also don't get any alliance. So I was told, because you're this way, you won't get married. Nobody will say yes to you. And I'm thankful my husband came along and he accepted me for who I am. And going back to Advai's sentence, he said, look at the heart and not the body. He saw my heart. I wish everybody could see the heart and not the body.
Perfect. Thanks, Sandhya.